Hey, what's up, sluts? So it's been a hot minute since I've done one of these Q&A things on my channel, and I enjoy it because I feel like it lets us connect, almost like we spent an evening sharing a pint of Ben and Jerry's and watching a favorite flick, like Friends, snuggling under a blanket. It's getting gay now. Okay, so gonna do some answering and some addressing of your topics. So onward and upward, I say. No real reason for me to talk about anything else yet. So on to the questions. And also leave a rating and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Terras Buoy. Sex Q. More concerned about yourself getting off or the girl you're with? Oh, well, that is very presumptuous to assume that I'm with a girl, and even more presumptuous to assume that I'm only with one. So I'm pretty insulted by that. But also, you know, it's like a stereotype that a lot of dudes are just like, oh, I just want to, get off and then go to bed and, that's it. But, I mean, you're not going to get any recurring, fun nights with girls if that's how you bang. You're just not. No girl's going to be like, man, I really like the way that he finished really quickly and then didn't give me any attention at all. I want to get with him again. That's not, that's not a good way to secure a next encounter, so to speak. And also, I mean, it seems like unless you're a complete sociopath that you get some sort of pleasure out of pleasuring your partner, like even if it's something that doesn't directly give you physical like stimulation and pleasure, you still like doing it because you like knowing that they're enjoying themselves, and so it's you're pretty selfish. You're a dick, you're a dick if you don't really care about your partner. So that's the end of that. So I am concerned, very concerned. Microwave 1213. What do you think about Minecraft? I think that it is incredible how huge that game is, despite the fact that from my perspective, I cannot see even one thing that is vaguely appealing at all. Like at all, zero. Like even in a game like Skyrim, which is a huge playing giant game, even if that were in that stupid goofy block world, I know people like that, but I don't. I think it's dumb. If it were in that kind of format and all my best armors just looked like shit and it was like, oh, just upgraded to my dragon bone armor and I didn't look cool and my character looked like a goofy lunatic, it wouldn't be fun. Half the fun for me is man, my character looks like a badass. That guy's got a wizard hat and mask on and all that, and so he looks cool. Not sure why wizard hat and mask equates to badassery, but it does. Don't ask questions. Jesus, it's my video. I'll talk about whatever I want. So I don't care for Minecraft because for me graphics are it's not a big deal. I'm not a PC gamer, so I'm not like, oh yeah, my graphics are so great on my 3-year-old Samsung TV, but it has to have something there, it has to be substantive. I can't just feel like it's still in the beta stage of the game, which is what Minecraft feels like, it's just silliness to me. That's what I think. Hog Sniper 10. What country would you move to if you had to leave America? I would move to England. Yep, definitely England. I would want to say oh, Nicaragua or Mongolia or somewhere crazy and live a little, but no, I wouldn't. I would go somewhere definitely really safe like Canada or England and live out my life there with people who speak English in roughly the same way I do. I'd rather do England because then I would be the American dude with the accent, but it seems like it's not even a big deal to be a person with an American accent because it's standardized everywhere, everybody in England watches shit tons of American movies, so it's not even it's a new, ooh, there's no novelty to it anymore. So, don't know how I got on that track. Anyway, Chico Whale, difficult name to read. Can I not have a shout-out? Love you. You just did. If you had a name that was, not so impronounceable, then maybe you could have got a shout-out, but I can't do that. I don't have the phonetic prowess to properly articulate that jumbled set of letters. And no numbers. Good for you on that part, but no, yeah, can't read that. Super Snow Cone 11. Do you like the name your parents gave you? I mean, yeah, Taylor's pretty fine. I mean, I don't really, I'm sure something like Blaze or Bane or Mick or, I don't know, what's a cool name? Xavier, that would have been cool, but it's once you have a name, you kind of just go with it, Taylor's fine. Chris would have been cool too. Steve, don't really give a shit, it's all good. Do you like my username? Asks X Capone. Yes, I do. That's my YouTube username, and your profile picture is an owl. That's fantastic. It's Dan and Conda. If you could be an animal, what animal would it be? No mythic creatures. Oh, wow. Wow, dropping the hammer there on the fun. No mythic creatures. I should pick just 3 mythic creatures just to bother you. I'm just kidding. part of me wants to say like gorilla or something, just because then I would be kind of smart and I would be huge and awesome and like dominate everything and be like the leader in a giant harem of women, or not women, but gorilla bitches. Like I think that's proper terminology. We learned that in my science class. Surrounded by a harem of gorilla bitches, or maybe something like an elephant, because nobody would bother you, or a hawk or an eagle or something. God, there are so many animals right now. Huh. That's like 3. How many more are there? Probably like at least a dozen. I'm going to say like eagle. Whatever the biggest kind of bird is that's not an ostrich or some goofy bird, whatever the biggest, most powerful bird of prey is, that's what I want to be. Something that nothing's going to mess with. You know, you can just do whatever you want and fly and live your bird dream life and just, you know, have a good time. Or, ooh, even better, I could be a really fancy bird that rich people keep and take care of in like a big habitat. Ooh, that's good. So maybe I'd want to be like an endangered snow owl or some bullshit. I don't know. This is a very... there's a lot of places I could go with that. Viper Creets. Why do I love your videos so much? Because every night while you are sleeping, I sneak into your home and I put this special venomous serum in your milk, and so when you drink it the next morning with your cereal, you just have this urge, this tenacity that you have to sign onto the internet and watch my videos. I'm phenomenally boring, and nobody listens to me in real life, and so I have to do this kind of thing every night, and it's really a difficult endeavor since I got so many subscribers, and it's turned into a real Santa Claus kind of bullshit where I'm flying around all over the place every night. But, you know, man's got to do what a man's got to do, got to roll in those YouTube bucks, and I'm going to keep doing it, so lock your door. All right. Ice Scorp, what is your preferred music genre? I honestly don't even know. I really have no idea. I'm not picky with music. I really don't like country at all. Like it just irritates me. It's the sound, the culture of it. I just don't like it. I don't like country music, so I could say that's off the page. This page that apparently I'm reading off of. But you know, I really can't say. I like electronic music, like just for chilling out and stuff. But I also like 311. I like Michael Jackson, you know, everybody likes some MJ. Obviously, Carly Rae Jepsen. I think that goes without saying. Yeah, that's about as deep as it goes. Hey, Shazzy Zhang. God damn it, you guys. Can you just have names like Chris Peterson or like Tom Matthews? Like, the hell. Hey, Taylor, what is the best Pokemon in existence? I'd love to hear your opinion. Keep up the awesome work. God, how do I break it to him, guys? I don't... Justin, everyone else leave the room, please. I just have to have a one-on-one with Justin. I mean, I'm really sorry to break it to you, man, but Pokemon actually don't exist, you know? No, God, settle down, man. God, I knew this was going to happen. All right, the rest of you can come back in. He's making a fucking scene. Yeah, Pokemon don't exist, buddy. Go outside. Stop living on your computer. Pokemon exist? What a ridiculous question. Wow, really, sir? Okay, and Charizard. Johnny Jaramillo, you're in college, right? What's your major? I am in college, and my major is psychology, and I'm also studying business and marketing, so I'm enjoying all that. Not really, I'm suffering through classes, just like everyone, but some of them are really interesting, you know? If it's a class like finance or accounting, I hate it because it's boring to me, but if I'm taking a class where I really get to learn about, you know, in-depth information about the brain and how humans think and learning about our you know, neural physiology and all that. That's really interesting to me. I like that. It's not like I'm sitting there with my textbook, like, you know, furiously, you know, flipping through the pages, like, oh shit, what's coming up in the next chapter, man? But it's less unbearable. That's how I like to put it. Have you ever been in surgery? Yes, I have. My nose has been broken twice, and I feel like I've had a couple other surgeries for stuff with my nose, but not when my nose was broken. But I think I've had like 3 nose surgeries. And none of them were bad at all. You know, I just went in, they conked me out, just 100%, like boom, done. And then they did their thing with my nose, and I woke up, and my nose was in excruciating agony the second time in 7th grade, and I kept asking this lady, this nurse, to bring me like something to put in my nose or like pain pills because it was like so dry up there and they had just been rooting around. It was all bloody still, and she just ignored me. She like looked at me, we made eye contact, she just walked away because I was like still kind of on the drugs and she knew she could get away with it, and I just wanted to leap up from that chair and sprint across the room and punch her in the tits because it was unbelievably rude, and I'm still bitter about it. I hope she's subscribed and feels bad. That's what I think. Golem ZZ. Do you ever write down funny things to say in videos? If not, you, sir, really should do stand-up. That's nice of you. I don't think I could ever do anything like stand-up comedy. I'm not clever enough, I don't think. I feel like a lot of stand-up comedy is, or I don't know. The real thing is I don't think that I'm creative enough to come up with any content, and I'm just not funny enough. I watch stand-up comedians. I know what you have to have, and I don't have it, and that's fine. But, I don't really write things down for my videos. I don't even read these questions, really, before I start doing them. And by don't read them really, I mean not at all. Not so much because I'm like, oh, I gotta make sure I'm original and not coming up with prepackaged jokes, but it's just laziness. I could take that route and pretend like it was because I was really like, I just don't read them beforehand, and I don't look at the would you rathers beforehand because I want to make sure it's all improv. But really, it's just like, let's just do it, But I appreciate the compliment, and it's nice to have people say that the things you talk about on the internet are mildly enjoyable. That's hits close to home for me. Zangoid, what was your favorite video to make? My favorite video to make, I mean, what I'm doing right now is pretty much what I've done for every video I've ever made. I sit here and I talk in a dark room because I usually turn off all the fans and everything because otherwise it'll be loud, and I get kind of sweaty because it's hot, or I'll get a little bit chilly if it's in the wintertime, but this is what I do. The end of my tale. But the one I enjoyed the most was probably, it was this Call of the Dead storyline video that I made that took literally like 3 minutes, and it got like 800,000 views. And so it's just funny for me to go to that sometimes, and I'm like, wow, all the videos that I've put out and put a lot of work into, and I'm like, that's really fantastic. That has literally 5% the views this does, and it's reassuring. It lets me really know that the community cares deeply about content that is of high quality and really meticulously put together, and it really keeps me coming back every day to try and hit that home run out of the park awesome video again. Yeah. That and the bitches. The Scribble. If you were to quit YouTube, what would be the one thing you would like to be remembered for? I don't really think I want to be remembered for doing anything on YouTube after I quit YouTube, This is a cool thing where it's like, oh yeah, I put videos on the internet and make, some spare money with that. But once, like in 10 years, if someone like shows me one of the videos I make and it's like still up, I'm just gonna, oh my god, it'd be so embarrassing. I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe all these people I know now know that I did this thing when I was younger. But I could still kind of like play it up and pretend like it wasn't some ridiculously nerdy thing that I got into on a whim one day sitting in my freshman dorm after I watched like probably a Hutch video or something. I was like, I can do that. So yeah, really rambled off topic there. But yeah, I don't want to be remembered for YouTube really that much. I feel like there's a lot better stuff to be remembered for in life, and if this is the cream of the crop that is my existence, then I would be very, very disappointed. Johnny Bevan, favorite song. Favorite song. God, dude, this is specific. I don't know, check the videos, go to my channel and go to my feed, and if I like a song or something, then I'll like it and it shows up there, and so then you can watch that. So there you go, you just found a new thing to do and a place to hang out, my channel. It's great. You can bring it with you on the bus, or in the back seat of a car, or in the trunk of a car while you're gagged and tied by a bunch of gangsters. It works anywhere, as long as you have service. Acid Gamers, you ever played Minecraft? Yes, did not enjoy it. 0 out of 10, would not play again. Tristan Cullinan, books that make you think. Get back on PKA, Taylor. I enjoy PKA. I'm glad you enjoy me on PKA. Books that make you think. The most recent book that I haven't read it all, but one that I have read some of, and it's made me think a lot is, well, I don't, it's, no, because, damn it. Damn it, maybe I should prepare a little bit for these, because I was just about to say one, and then I thought, no, that's wrong. I want to pick a different one. I mean, making me think, like, if you're talking about an intellectual, tangent that it's making me take, then I would say Beyond Good and Evil. But if it's, just like a thought process of thinking about crazy fantasy, fantastical worlds because of how interesting it is, then Game of Thrones for sure. Because I have put way more thought about just the plot and the characters and the intertwinings of Game of Thrones than I have about any book about philosophy or, something that would inspire deep thoughts ever. Soggy Weenus, what is your favorite hobby besides gaming and YouTube? Gaming is definitely not my favorite hobby. It's really just something that came hand in hand with doing the YouTube thing. I like to talk and I like gaming, but gaming isn't some huge passion for me like it is for a lot of people on YouTube. So I do enjoy reading, though, and I also enjoy going out and getting responsibly, sir, responsibly inebriated. You know, very responsible. I can't stress the responsibility at these outings that I'm exhibiting on a regular basis. Zechariah Bianc, how do you deal with annoying girls who physically try to hurt you and put you down emotionally? I mean, I haven't been in a situation where I've had to, like, stave off a physical attack from a girl, but, you know, if that did happen, you know, the justice side of me says, yeah, if she slaps you, slap her back, but you definitely don't want to be doing that, man. Not because I think that it's somehow off limits and off, you know, you shouldn't be allowed to, because you should, but, it's not good. You know, you're going to get your ass beat if you slap a girl and a bunch of dudes are around, because they're all going to jump in like white knights and see a really good opportunity to exhibit their worth for this girl. So they're going to jump in, probably kick your ass, and it's not going to go well. So I would say just ignore it, because in this society, even if the girl is the one that's really harassing you, I mean, you know, you come off as like a creep douche as the dude, you know, just automatically almost. It's weird. But I'd say just avoid the situation. Just walk away. And that's going to piss her off, too, because she's trying to get a word in or trying to berate you or something, and it's going to make her feel like she's powerless in the situation. Unless, of course, her entire goal was to try and get you to evacuate the premises, in which case you played right into her hand. But, you know, that's just an off-the-cuff musing. Jack Mac FIFA. If you could be any kind of hat in the world, what kind would you be? What a ridiculous question, sir. I would be the Pope's hat, because then I would be in, you know, I'd be on the heaven guest list for sure that way. Zach Jones, what other games would you consider putting on your channel other than COD and Skyrim? I don't even know, man. Really the only games that I play are COD and Skyrim. I really don't think people understand that I'm really not like a gamer at all. Like I used to play games a lot. Like I maxed out my video game, you know, the hot fire in my heart that I had. Why did I say it like that? Jesus, the fire in my heart that I had for video games really just maxed out when COD 4 was in its popularity, because I played all the time. But then, you know, yeah, kind of lost interest. I'm looking forward to zombies though, you know, so don't get me wrong about that. I will become a gamer, at least for like 6 or 8 months after the new Black Ops comes out, mostly because that's what people are going to want to watch, you know, and if people are watching, I'm going to keep making videos. Mountain Dew Dog. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck? 11. What are you majoring in? I already answered that. And are you at Mizzou's main campus? Yes, I do live... Well, no, technically I live off campus, but I'm pretty close, so I can walk to my classes. It's nice. I enjoy it. Car collection, if price wasn't the main consideration. Car collection. Like, if I would I have a car collection, or what would I have in my car collection? Because I would never have a car collection. You know, cars are cool, and I like them, and I would like to have, like, a super awesome car someday that's like a Bentley or something. That'd be sick. But, you know, I don't want a collection. You know, I'd feel like an idiot if I was like, yeah, see that? I got 6 Lamborghinis and 2 Bentleys. And the person with me would be like, oh, yeah, and how many people are you? I'm like, oh, no, I'm just one person. I just drive one of them like once every 2 months because they're expensive. They just kind of sit here, and then I can show them off to guests because I have a problem and I have a small dick. I need to compensate, blah, 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 blah. That's what I get from people with car collections. That's the vibe I feel. I don't know. Got a little bit mean at the end. Sorry if you have this awesome car collection and you were just like waiting to invite me out to LA and be like, I can't wait to have my YouTube commentator friend come out and drive my Bentley. And then I make this commentary and you're like, oh, fuck that guy. And then I don't get to fly out there. That would be literally the worst possible scenario. Not literally. Literally would be like, this computer explodes right now and I die before the video even goes up. Cerebu, have you ever eaten a raw sausage? No. Jack Foley, Gandalf v. Dumbledore. Gandalf for sure. I don't even think we need to go into that. Dumbledore was definitely a pedophile. Definitely. 100% sure on that. He actually shows up when you type it in on the registry list. The Real Juicy 412. What is your favorite PKA moment? Favorite PKA moment. God, I've been on PKA quite a bit, thinking back on it. I've probably been on like 10 times. I think my favorite moment ever in PKA was when Kyle was talking about the Kennedy assassination, and Wings said that the guy shot him from the book suppository instead of a book depository, and I laughed my ass off, and I thought it was really funny. So that was my favorite moment of PKA. Maybe you were asking about a moment that I was involved in, but I don't remember those as well, because it's just like you're there and it's more like a conversation and less like a show, you know, because that's one shitty thing about being on PKA is I'm never going to go back and listen to that PKA again, so it's pretty much like taking away a viewing opportunity for myself, but also giving myself a chance to get a shit ton of Twitter followers, so that's awesome. Yellow Miles, how's your day been? It's been alright. It's a lazy Sunday, woke up, pretty late, I think like 1:30, because I was out and about last night and had to wake up, nurse a little bit of a hangover for a while, made myself some lunch, and then sat down and started reading for school, and then I made this video, and that's the end. And then I'm probably going to, I don't know, just do a standard Sunday night, just go through my ritual the rest of the night, play some video games, go out, hang out with friends, come back, chase stray cats, just standard shit. New sub, so IDK if you've answered in this before, but number 1, craziest place you had sex, and number 2, part of the Mile High Club, and number 3, biggest regret. The craziest place I ever had sex was in a butthole, but no, I knew that everyone was probably anticipating a joke like that. I guess it would be in... I've told this before, I think. It might even have been you, sir, unless someone else asked questions that are incredibly, strikingly similar. Craziest place was in the parents' room of the girl, and I am not part of the Mile High Club. I am part of the... What's the altitude in... I don't know. No, that doesn't make sense. It's not even close to a mile. I don't know why I thought that, like any... Oh, I feel so dumb now. Okay. Part of the Mile High Club, no, and there are no buildings a mile tall, so any joke I was going to make fell apart. Biggest regret is... I went to Cold Stone the other day, and they asked me if I wanted, like, a gotta have it instead of a medium, which is a love it, and I asked for a medium, and the lady said, no, you gotta have a gotta have it, and I was like, no, I'll just have a love it. And then I was like, shit, she tricked me, and she made me say the name of that goddamn stupid cup size of love it and like it and gotta have it, because I'm very, very resolute about only saying small, medium, and large anywhere that offers a small, medium, and large option. You know, I don't play no bullshit with that. That's just how I roll. And she tricked me, and I was really pissed about it the rest of the day, because I don't, you know, they shouldn't have got me. Kudos to them that day. They got me. Your thoughts on 10 prestige hacking? Do you think it really matters? There is literally no way for me to put into words the utter lack of fucks I have to give about 10th prestige hacking. I don't care at all. Do not care. Let them go hog wild. Go to 20th prestige. Go to 50,000th prestige in a hacked lobby. Make your kill death ratio 1.2 billion. And you know, just live your life. Yeah, I don't care. Mage Slayer. If you could make or change a new law, what would it be? I would make a law that every time anyone in society ever made eye contact with me, they had to give me $1. And so then it would be like I was the king of the castle. Everywhere I walked around, people would be like averting their eyes and like I'm a king, like in fear. You know, that'd be awesome. That'd be a good law. Definitely going with that. There's nothing conceivably better or creative that I could do better than that. If you were paddling upstream in a river of chocolate pudding and nope. That's the Pancake Doghouse question. Will you do a Pokemon playthrough? Also, I love you. No, really, I do. That is weird. Yeah, so anyway, will you do it, please? It's a good question. I'm not going to do a Pokemon walkthrough just because, you know, I'm probably going to lose interest in it, to be honest. Like, it's a lot of fun, and I get into Pokemon, like, just, like, on a whim sometimes, where, like, I'll just want to watch a video of the old games on YouTube or something, but then, like, 30 minutes later, that fervor is gone, and I realize it was just, like, a swelling of nostalgia that took over. But I really don't think I have the, resolution, that's the word I'm looking for, to really stick it out. I'm not going to stick it out, and I don't want to make you guys watch, 2 episodes and then have it leave. Ian Rob Fletch, if you could only listen to 3 different bands, artists for 5 years, who would you choose? I would listen to Carly Rae Jepsen, Kesha, Justin Bieber, One Direction, and Nicki Minaj. And that's all the time I have, but it's really not. I could do this all day, but I've been doing it for like 25 minutes, so it's long enough, man. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a rating, and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't even matter because this is the end of the video, and if you're seeing this now, it's not like you're going to go back and rate the first part, because I'm probably going to break this into 2 parts. Like, what? That doesn't serve any purpose. I should have asked at like 12 minutes in. That would have made more sense. Anyway, that's it. The end. Love you.